For part 5, my first concept is keys to effective delivery on page 126. The definition is a controlled use of your voice and body to show qualities of naturalness, enthusiasm, confidence, and directness. This concept jumped out at me because of how you deliver a speech. It's important to how an audience perceives your message, so it can make the difference between if you appropriately inform or persuade someone to be a certain way. Effective delivery is important to public speech because it helps you be more natural, so that everything doesn't seem so forced. And if your delivery is effective, you are able to feel more confident in yourself, as well as making people more lean toward believing you or your information that you're putting out. I could use this in my speech to make myself feel more confident, as well as to make an audience more engaged. I plan to be more direct with practicing my speech, and I will project confidence by knowing my speech and being confident in my knowledge of this topic. My second concept is selecting a method of delivery, and that is also on page 126. So selecting a method of delivery is just picking which mode you want to deliver your speech in, be it manuscript, memory, impromptu, or extemporaneous. The concept jumped out at me because I've never known that there was different types of delivery for your speech. I mean, obviously you know that you can read a speech, you know that you can have it electronically, so I knew of those different ways, but not others. Different types of delivery are important to public speech because they pose different ways to convey a similar message, but make it entirely different than somebody else's. I plan to try each method while practicing my speech to see which gives me the most direct and clear way to execute my points and give the audience a clear understanding of my topic. Alright, and then my third concept is adjusting your speaking volume, which is on page 130. Speaking volume is defined as the loudness of a speaker's voice while they are delivering a speech. This concept jumped out at me because to me, I've always been interested in how a speaker carries their speech through the volume they deliver their speech with. So if they want to stay very monotone, then maybe people don't become as engaged, and if they are more upbeat and trying to keep their voice involved as well as their body involved, then it draws in the audience much more. This is important to public speech because it tells you how to deliver a speech properly. Did you know that you should deliver your speech at a little louder than what your normal speaking voice is? I did not know that until I had got the chance to read this section. Each speaker is going to be different, and I feel that it covers why it's important, and that volume is individual to each speaker and how they wish to deliver their particular speech. I've been practicing this concept by practicing my speech in a room that's similar to the size of the one I will be delivering my speech in for a grade. I won't be using a microphone, so I've been practicing just being able to project myself properly and how to shift my volume for effectiveness throughout my speech and keeping my audience entertained.